Yeah, well, diplomats are cool, but put Cam on the phone.
Diplomat Records, and we pay them.
Put Cameron on the phone.
And you know.
Put Cameron on the phone.
Hang on.
And you got to get, and I got the team. I got to come. I got to. It's stronger than linebackers. My lawyers got a crew.
I
front line stronger than that. Don't what's up me, you sucker. Don't what's up me, you sucker. I should black your eye.
You already know when 50 Cent walks into an interview, things might get a little tense. Whether it's his no-filter comebacks, those awkward stare-downs, or straight up calling out interviewers mid-conversation, Curtis Jackson has a way of making things real uncomfortable, real fast.
You think I won't drop the bet? That's what you think?
No, look, hey.
You got to be kidding me. Like, that's the easiest thing in the world.
I'm just asking.
From legendary feuds with TV hosts to shutting down questions he doesn't like, 50 has proven time and time again that he's not here to play nice.
And you know not to keep playing with me anyway. So I don't know why you keep pushing me until I gotta do. Don't tell me to chill out. Don't you ever tell me to chill out.
Let's dive into some of the most awkward, jaw-dropping, and downright uncomfortable moments where 50 Cent left interviewers struggling to keep their cool. For years, 50 Cent and Oprah were like oil and water. Oprah made it no secret that she had little respect for the rap industry, openly criticizing artists like 50 for their explicit lyrics and portrayal of women. She had a history of denouncing rap culture, claiming it perpetuated negative stereotypes, and would often use her platform to uplift different narratives. Naturally, 50 felt some type of way about it. In interviews, he took jabs at Oprah, saying she only catered to middle-aged white women and wasn't really repping black culture or the communities she claimed to support.
I don't even think Oprah Winfrey is a black woman. I think she's a white woman. She's been catering to a demographic of middle-aged white women.
The feud simmered for years, until a surprising plot twist happened. 50 and Oprah finally sat down for a heart-to-heart on her show Oprah's Next Chapter in 2012. Fans were shook. How did these two polar opposites, who seemingly couldn't stand each other, suddenly come together for a friendly chat? Well, friendly might be a stretch. While they tried to keep things light, the awkward tension in the air was impossible to miss.
Did you ever find out who did it?
Yeah, I know who did it shortly after. Yeah.
And they are now where?
Oh, the guy who actually shot me is dead.
One of the standout moments was when 50 casually admitted that, as a joke, he had named his dog Oprah. Oprah gave a polite chuckle, but you could tell it was one of those forced laughs where she was low-key irritated. 50 added that he also named his cat Gail, a double troll aimed at Oprah's best friend, Gayle King. It was clear 50 was still throwing shade, just in a more passive-aggressive way this time.
You have a dog named Oprah?
Yeah. That's Oprah. Yeah.
I consider that a compliment.
But the drama between the two didn't start or end there. Years before this so-called reconciliation, 50 had publicly complained about Oprah's refusal to invite rappers on her original talk show. He once said, "I was saying, if I can't be your friend, at least let me be your enemy so I coexist." His frustration grew as Oprah continued to feature non-hip-hop celebrities while shunning rap artists who were dominating the charts. It wasn't just 50 who noticed the cold shoulder. Other rappers like Ice Cube and Ludacris echoed similar sentiments, accusing Oprah of ignoring hip-hop's impact on black culture. Ludacris even claimed Oprah treated him unfairly during a promotional interview for Crash, questioning him only about his lyrics while glossing over the film's themes. This history made 50's interview on Next Chapter even more bizarre, leaving fans wondering if the whole thing was just for show.
She cut you off.
Right.
She edited out what you had to say.
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's what it came down to. That was the only time I was on Oprah.
Okay, and then
Whether we get invited back.
During their conversation, Oprah asked 50 some personal questions, diving into his upbringing and how he developed his tough persona. While 50 answered politely, you could sense his guard was still up. The vibe wasn't exactly warm and fuzzy, more like two frenemies trying to play nice in front of cameras. When Oprah asked him if he felt misunderstood, 50 gave her a sly smile and replied, "You misunderstood me for a long time." Oprah tried to keep her cool, but the subtle jabs didn't go unnoticed. Adding fuel to the fire, 50 later revealed that part of the reason he agreed to the interview was to patch things up for his grandmother, who happened to be a huge Oprah fan. It was one of those moments where you couldn't tell if 50 was being genuine or just playing along to get what he wanted. Either way, it added another layer of awkwardness to the whole situation. Even after the interview, the tension between Oprah and 50 didn't completely disappear. Not long after their sit-down, 50 posted another Instagram jab aimed at Oprah, saying, "We cool now, but I'm still me." It was clear that while the interview might have been an attempt to bury the hatchet, 50 wasn't about to change who he was, or let Oprah off the hook entirely. If there's one thing DJ Vlad is known for, it's stirring the pot, and making sure the interviewee spills the juiciest tea possible.
Is it me attacking Rick Ross, or is it Rick Ross attacking me?
It goes without saying that 50 Cent has his fair share of foes in the entertainment industry. According to Tony Yayo, DJ Vlad is one of them. During a recent interview, Yayo shut the internet personality down after he asked a question about 50 Cent's shooting. He also took the opportunity to reveal that questions like that are the reason 50 hates him. This is why 50 hates your A, Yayo said, leaving DJ Vlad in a state of disbelief. Yeah, you talk about him too much, the G-Unit rapper went on to clarify, explaining that he doesn't want all of his interview questions to revolve around 50 Cent. While he emphasized the fact that they're close friends, he also stressed that he has plenty of his own accomplishments to discuss. I don't want to talk about 50 because I don't want to make it seem like all my views is about 50. 50 is my man. So sometimes when a NA do so much favors for you, you always remember the time when he said yes, never when he said no. He described, he don't hate you, but I know sometimes he just don't want to be brought up. Yayo also added that 50 Cent doesn't hesitate to respond to those who talk about him online. This is accurate, as evidenced by his recent spat with Hurricane Chris. The Shreveport performer called 5F out for spending $500K on security for Humor and Harmony weekend. He also took issue with the lineup, which he thought could have featured more local acts. 50 shadily fired back with a clip of Hurricane Chris pointing out that Louisiana has the 4th worst educational system in America. And if there's one celebrity who knows how to stir up drama just as much as 50 Cent, it's Wendy Williams. The two have clashed multiple times over the years, turning interviews and social media posts into must-see TV for anyone who loves messy celebrity gossip. Wendy's talk show was famous for poking at the personal lives of celebs, but when it came to 50, she might have bitten off more than she could chew.
I really don't care, but I don't respond to anything connected to her like that. You know, we just don't have that kind of friendship where it would be like you reacting over something someone's saying. Like, if you got someone that's involved in nightlife.
Wendy Williams, in typical fashion, couldn't resist bringing up 50's long list of exes and feuds during one of her infamous Hot Topic segments. She poked fun at his messy relationship with his baby mama Shaniqua Tompkins and threw in a few digs about 50's beef with Vivica A. Fox, suggesting that he still had lingering feelings for Vivica, but instead of letting it slide, 50 did what he does best. He clapped back hard.
Like, I'm not asking you about 50 Cent. Like, I don't want to ask you about that. But now you forced me to ask you about it because no, but here's why.
Taking to Instagram, 50 posted a picture of Wendy in a swimsuit with the caption, "What's wrong with this picture? Get the strap." The post went viral instantly, and fans were quick to jump in with ruthless comments about Wendy's appearance. Wendy tried to play it cool on her show the next day, brushing it off with her trademark, "Say it like you mean it," but everyone could tell she was heated. The feud didn't stop there. When Wendy's divorce from Kevin Hunter hit the headlines, amid rumors of his infidelity and secret love child, 50 was the first to jump in with more shade. He posted memes, threw subliminal jabs on Instagram, and even commented, "See what happens when you mind everybody's business but your own?" Ouch. Wendy, who was used to dishing out gossip but rarely being the subject of it, found herself on the receiving end of 50's trolling, and it wasn't pretty.
Your husband is not a bad man. He deserves a side chick for talking to you, you ugly MFer. Focus on your own ish. Oh yeah, we in Club Lust tonight. You're invited, LOL.
What made it worse? Wendy wasn't exactly in a position to fire back effectively. 50 had no shame and no limits. He trolled not just her personal life, but also her appearance, calling her out for everything from her fashion choices to her surgeries. He even hosted a party in New Jersey the same weekend Wendy was in town and joked that she wasn't invited.
He posted a picture of her next to the Beast from Beauty and the Beast and said, "Yeah, you effing around in the wrong section every time you call me. I'ma show up."
Despite all the back and forths, Wendy never got a proper apology from 50. In fact, when asked about their feud in later interviews, 50 doubled down, saying she got exactly what she deserved. It became clear that 50 wasn't about to let Wendy off the hook anytime soon. For him, it wasn't just about one incident. It was about putting Wendy in her place for all the years she'd dragged his name through the mud. Even when Wendy tried to take the high road on her show, saying, "I wish him well," fans knew it wasn't over. With 50, things are never really over. He's the type to wait for the perfect moment to reignite the beef, and Wendy knows it.
I cannot stand the fact that she will break down everybody else's dirt but won't break down her own. She just brushes past her own.
Well,
dirt.
50 Cent feels the same way. He put up that picture of Wendy in the bikini on the beach and said, Wendy Williams just told me to get my life together.
50 Cent versus Wendy Williams became one of those celebrity feuds that people just couldn't look away from. Both are experts in stirring the pot, Wendy with her gossip and 50 with his trolling, and their clash was like watching two pros go head-to-head. It wasn't just about words. It was a full-blown shade war, complete with Instagram posts, memes, and savage commentary. The real kicker? Even after all the drama, neither of them has backed down. 50 still takes the occasional jab at Wendy when the opportunity arises, proving that in the world of celebrity beef, no one does it quite like him. And Wendy? Well, she might play it cool on camera, but everyone knows she's keeping an eye on 50's Instagram, waiting for the next time he decides to fire off another shot.
You're 42. You got a 21-year-old son. Get your life.
When 50 Cent pulls up to the Breakfast Club, it's guaranteed chaos. Known for being unpredictable, 50's appearances on the show are the stuff of legend. Part interview, part roast session, and 100% entertainment. Whether he's taking playful jabs or making the host squirm, 50's interviews always blur the line between humor and hostility, leaving everyone wondering, is he serious or just trolling? Charlemagne might be used to dishing out tough questions, but even he wasn't prepared for 50's relentless trolling. During one interview, Charlemagne asked about 50's infamous feuds, trying to stir up some drama. Instead of giving a straightforward answer, 50 flipped the script and said, "Man, you love mess, huh? What, you get paid by the beef?" The whole room burst into laughter, but Charlemagne's face said it all. He knew he was walking on thin ice.
Oh, 50's petty. And 50's petty doesn't have an expiration date. It might be a year from now and 50 might just decide, I'm gonna f with Meek Mill today. Like,
50 didn't stop there. He went on to clown Charlemagne for his notorious reputation for stirring the pot, calling him out for being too comfortable in people's business. The jabs were playful on the surface, but there was an underlying tension. 50 has a way of making even jokes feel like veiled threats. Angela Yee was next in line. When she tried to ask a question about 50's personal life, he immediately fired back with, "You trying to pull a Vlad on me, huh? I'm not telling you nothing." The room erupted in laughter, and even Yee couldn't help but giggle. But the jab was sharp. 50's reference to Vlad TV wasn't just a joke. It was a warning that he wasn't here for any messy questions about his love life.
I was like, why would he be mad? We didn't,
Yeah, you didn't start for no reason. He did.
Yeah, and he was saying some weird things. Like, oh, this guy gave me a look at the BET Awards. I was like, a look? You're beefing over, like, he looked at you funny?
Yee tried to change gears and bring up 50's business ventures, but 50 wasn't done yet. He playfully accused her of acting too innocent, suggesting she knew more about celebrity gossip than she let on. Once again, the laughter filled the room, but the tension was undeniable. 50 knows exactly how to keep people on their toes.
They don't realize if you actually have issues, like I don't address people until I have an issue. Like if they're saying something to me, then I'll respond to it, but I don't go looking for people.
DJ Envy also found himself on the receiving end of 50's roasts. When Envy tried to chime in with a question about 50's music, 50 cut him off saying, "Envy, you wouldn't understand. This is big dog energy. Light skin problems don't count here." The room erupted into hysterics as Envy tried to brush it off, but the joke hit harder than it seemed.
people who think I gotta gauge, I gotta look and see who's this guy before, you get into a space, because I believe you. When every day I'm hustling, I'm thinking that's who he is.
50 Cent's ability to ride the line between humor and hostility is what makes his interviews so compelling. On The Breakfast Club, his banter feels like a game of psychological chess, testing boundaries, flipping the script, and keeping everyone slightly off balance. What makes it even more awkward is how the crew plays along, unsure if they're laughing with him or nervously trying to diffuse the tension. Despite the roasting, 50's appearances are always a hit with fans. He knows how to dominate a room and steer conversations exactly where he wants them, whether it's by shutting down questions or making the host the butt of his jokes. And while the Breakfast Club crew is used to handling difficult guests, 50's presence always feels a little different, like they're one wrong comment away from being caught in his crosshairs.